What's going on, Sumolings? It's your girl, Lindsay from AppSumo. Thank you so much for joining us for another webinar walkthrough. We're going to get going in just a minute, but I want to give everyone a second to kind of trickle in, show up. Today, we have Adnan, who is the founder and CEO of Simple Social Buttons Pro.
Hi.
Hello, hello. All right, Simple Social Buttons Pro, don't say that too fast, is a WordPress plugin that lets you customize the design and display of social media buttons on your website. It's an awesome tool. We're very excited to dive into it today. Don't say it too fast. Simple Social Buttons Pro is available right now on AppSumo. It's starting at just $39. Before I turn this over to Adnan to give you all a walkthrough, just want to give you guys two quick pointers. First, if you have any questions about the tool, how to get it set up, how the deal is structured, go ahead and leave that question in the Q&A box below the video. We'll be sure to loop back around to it afterwards. And then next, we will do a replay. It'll be posted on YouTube. It'll be sent out to all of you. So if you need to step out, or if you feel like you missed something, don't worry about it. You'll be able to watch this as many times as you want. All right, you ready to get started? Adnan, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Lindsay, for having me here. And hi, Sumolings.
Awesome. I'm going to turn this over to you. I'm going to turn off my camera. And again, if anybody has questions, go ahead and leave them below.
Cool. So everybody's seeing my screen, right?
Yep, you're good.
Okay, I am Adnan from WP Brigade. That is our WordPress development agency. This is our third deal on AppSumo. You may have bought Analytify last year, and this year we had Login Press as well, which was very successful. And now we have this social sharing plugin of ours that we have developed like a couple of years ago, and now we are promoting our pro version with more features. So let's get started. Before the demo, I would like to tell about myself, my company, and what I have done in the past, so you know who the founder is and what are the awesome things I am doing or I have done in the past like 15 years. So I am Adnan, and we have Irfan as a co-founder and who is managing all the operations. We have team, and in fact, me and everyone is based in Pakistan. It's been a few months since I'm living my life as a digital nomad. Right now, I am in Phoenix, Arizona. It's been 4 months since I'm here, and traveling to Cabo, traveling to different part of the United States, and attending some conferences, especially on WordPress. I have contributed to WordPress core and PHP My Admin, Google Summer of Code. I have won that, and I have been a Google Student Ambassador as well, and I'm a dad too. So I have been a mentor for university students and even the high school students as well, so they could successfully complete their Google coding projects. This one is from when I was a Google Student Ambassador in Pakistan, and I had organized and lead 16 Google technology events. And some of the events I spoke in as well. This one picture is from one of those events as well. These are all the university guys, university students. We had fun at McDonald's at that time. This was the last event of that time, and then I started my life living in a WordPress dude. You know, I was eating, sleeping, and everything I was doing with the WordPress. Even though I had, worked on desktop apps, web apps, and anything with C# or ASP.NET, PHP, CodeIgniter, Laravel. But then I also found my passion in WordPress, and we started building WordPress projects as well. This one is when I was awarded as an innovation hero back in my country, Pakistan. So Sometimes this was my first WordCamp talk in Kathmandu in 2017. I actually talked about the React and how you can build your WordPress plugins in React. So I organize WordPress meetups, WordCamp organizer as well. I speak in WordCamps too, and I'm a little bit more active in the WordPress community. So I know what I'm talking about when it comes to the WordPress. Uh, since September this year, I was at Pressnomics and I was representing, and we were sponsoring from Analytify. That was our first product, and second it was Login Press, and now we are pushing back our simple social buttons. Uh, this is one is our WP Brigade, the WordPress agency. um, we have all of the team, we have team developers, we even our team review the public themes that people submit on wordpress.org. We are the technology partners at Google as well, because of Analytify and PHP MyAdmin contributed to. These are our premium services. We have been doing along with the WordPress, like conversions in HTML, CSS, the front end development, hub stuff, and even the email landing pages too. Um, as I told you in the start that I have been very active in the WordPress community. This one is from the Cabo in Mexico. This one is about like it's 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. in the morning when we were doing workout. It was an awesome time spent with these all WordPress folks. Yeah, I am dreaming, and I dream a lot. This is why mm, I was able to do a lot of stuff in that time. It still feel like I'm a kid who dream out about the candies and rockets and cars. Uh, if you have any questions in the future or anything, just email us at support@simplesocialbuttons.com. Uh, let's go to the demo now. So when you redeem your uh, code from AppSumo, you will have access to our site account here. And here you will have two downloads to do. One is the core version, the other one is the pro version. Um, when you install the core version, you will have the settings like that. Um, these ones, if you click on media and you see that you have to upgrade, it means that you have to go to your downloads account again and download this pro version, just like I'm going to do that in front of you. Let's install the pro version on the free core version. Just remember, we have the free version available on wordpress.org. Just search with the simple social buttons and you will see we have 40,000 free users. When you install the pro version, it is basically a plugin that enhances the core version and install the pro versions on the top of that free version. It has been activated, and the first thing that I would like you to do is just go to your license manager and uh, the license tab from your account. Copy this license key and activate it here with this. So when you activate it, you will get a message that you have a lifetime license. It will never expire. Before you do anything, I would highly recommend to activate your license. So whenever we push something like pro updates, you get a notification here. Otherwise, you may just yell at us that there is a fix that should be here, and maybe you come to our support. So it's better that you activate your license key so you get all the updates in the real time. So when you activate the license key, you have unlocked all the pro features and everything. Let me go through some of the things that I am hearing that there are lots of simple social buttons out there. Uh, and what is the core thing that you are providing? So uh, my main goal was to have a clean plugin without a lot of clutter, and the focus is on clean simplicity and speed. If you look at the our setting panel, it looks like a very clean thing. You go just step by step, uh, activate your social icons, the one that you need. Sometimes you can just leave the like button as well. uh, the first you have to active the button that you want to use, and then there we have styles like rounded, square, and official buttons. Obviously, official buttons you can't style them, but other than these, they are available that can be matched with your website. And then we have 5 positions. Normally, you see people use only inline or sidebar, but we have 3 more options, and these 3 more options are actually available in the pro version. Um, so like if you need the sidebar icons, you will just check this position, and um, all these options are available for sidebar. And if you want to have for inline, just select the inline. I will actually talk more about the pop-up and fly-in settings. Uh, so if we have this pop-up and fly-in check in, uh, and then save it, let's go to the front and see how they look here. So it actually, I call it actually a social pop-up, and here you can put your own messages. Um, like right now, it's only simple social button. I can edit this message as well. So here we have the pop-up, social pop-up by WP Brigade. Oh my God. This is the message to the pilot. So here we have the message as well and the pop-up. You can do all of these customizations with the CSS and JS or whatever you want. So this one is a little different with other plugins out there. So then we have this fly-in message. When you scroll it, it will appear, and you can edit the title, the description as well. So there are different settings for each position, like fly in or media. Right now, I'm seeing that there are few requests coming in that there should be different selection for each position. Like on media, people only want to show the Pinterest. So this is what we are working on, and let me show you my roadmap as well. We have put this uh, in our documentation and on our deal page as well. Here is our roadmap, and these are the things that we are working on. Sometimes people think that uh, right now that there may be some of the features missing in the social sharing plugin, but I just make sure you that you should invest in this product for 2020. Next year We are going to put more resources on our products, and I make sure that all of these awesome features are going to be implemented. Like right now, we are working on click to tweet and how to add more social networks, limit on media buttons. These are the things that right now we are working on, but I make sure that we will bring analytics tracking as well. Um, I'm very open to listen other people ideas. Just make sure that you input your ideas and feedback in our roadmap, uh, so we could analyze it and see what are the things that we have to work on. I think that's it from my side. We have this help page as well. Whenever if you see that uh, there is something that you have to ask for the support, and I will ask you to download this log file and attach with your support request, so we know that what are the site we are going to debug, and what are the plugin settings. So that's how we could provide you a better support. Uh, Lindsay, I think I'm.
You're all ready for me?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for taking the time to show us the roadmap. That was actually one of my first questions. People had asked specifically about click to tweet, and then the adjustments that you already mentioned, with the on media stuff. Can you tell us anything about click to tweet?
Click to tweet. Yeah, sure. It's like that. Like you are writing a blog post and you have,
Plans for 2020.
yeah,
Sorry.
I am actually just pushing this, that we are implementing this click to tweet and hoping to launch it as soon as possible in 2020. Uh, Sometimes, people, our users just sometimes get impatient that this new features is not going to launch. When is it? So,
Yeah.
but when you have 50,000 active installs on a plugin, you have to make sure too much about the quality and testing. That's how things take sometimes long. So just
Of
be
course. This sounds for me to figure out. So I totally get it. But no, this is great. And thank you for showing the roadmap on the screen. I wanted to ask you about the page loading speeds. I believe that there was also a link for that.
Yes, we have written a blog post as well.
Mhm.
Where do we stand in the page loading speed? Uh, there are a few requests that we are getting in our live chat as well. Sometimes people test in a different way. There was a support request that, oh no, the page speed is not fast, the one you are claiming. And when we talk about them, when we took the control from about their admin section, and when we analyze and show them, hey, look, this is what you were missing in your test, and that's how he realized that, oh yeah, simple social buttons is actually faster. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's sometimes people when compare with other plugins, they see, oh, everyone should be at the top. But when if we see that, okay, these top three are the good plugins, then that's fine. The market is too big. Some people like other plugins interface, some people like different.
Sure, sure. Are you able to manually edit the social share metrics? So those are questions we got.
Yes, it can be manually like.
And then we already saw the full list of the social media accounts that y'all have buttons for, right?
Yes.
And then I just want to know a little bit about your analytics. What can we get in the analytics side?
In analytics, we are doing right now is research on that what is the best way to have this feature implemented. So our
Sure.
D is going on this thing.
Awesome. And then can you just tell me what you're most excited about with Simple Social Buttons Pro?
Mm, I want this plugin to be installed on every WordPress site. I'm very concerned about the speed and having less plugins as well. So even with this, I don't want to add more features as add-ons. No, I don't want that, because we had experimented this with the login press where we had the add-ons, for every feature. And with login press, even we are combining all of those add-ons in one plugin. So I am excited about all the new features of Simple Social Buttons Pro, but not as add-ons within one Pro. So
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. I'm going to turn my camera back on. Hello again, everybody. All right, Sumolings, that's all we've got for today. If you have not already redeemed your code for Simple Social Buttons Pro, I highly recommend you head over to appsumo.com right now. You can find it under Browse. It's also in our one-stop shop for all things WordPress. So you can get Simple Social Buttons Pro starting at $39. And of course, it's backed by AppSumo's 60-day guarantee. Feel free to set it up, play around with it, see how it works for you. Check out those page speeds. As I've heard, they're supposed to be fantastic. And then let us know in the comments how it's going for you. We're looking forward to seeing how it uplifts your WordPress site and gets all of your wonderful content and things out into the world. Thank you so much for being with us today, Adnan. This has been awesome.
thank you for everyone too.
Awesome. And I'm sure I will talk to you. Have a good day.
Bye. Have a good day to everyone.